In a world split into two realms, the sky-bound White Kingdom is led by a queen, while the ground-based Black Kingdom is under the rule of a Dark King. The tale unfolds with the White Queen battling dark forces to safeguard an important rune. Meanwhile, a nameless young hero, referred to as the young boy, prepares to help his village. Suddenly, a villager warns of approaching demonic creatures. The adults entrust the young boy with leading the children to a hilltop for safety, so they can fight off the creatures. During their escape to the hill, a huge, centipede-like monster attacks. The young boy struggles, as his sword is ineffective against the monster's tough skin. Tragically, the creature kills several children, though the boy saves one, who later succumbs to the monster's poison. Returning to his devastated village, the boy discovers all the villagers have perished in the battle. Days later, an armored man named Skur arrives at the ruins of the village. Meeting the young boy, he inquires about nearby settlements. The boy tells him of his village, once thriving but now destroyed by monsters. Skur asks the young boy about his activities, and the boy explains he's been digging graves for the villagers who died. Suddenly, the boy collapses from exhaustion. Skur suggests he rest and eat. The boy resists, but Skur gives him bread, which he eats quickly. They start chatting, and the boy shares his belief that both the light and dark kingdoms are part of the same world, needing balance. He dreams of a world where everyone is happy. Skur advises him to grow stronger for this cause, offering him a sword and challenging him to a duel. As they spar, the boy expresses his desire to change things so no more innocent people suffer. Skur reveals a secret: he was a contender for the Dark Kingdom's throne but lost. After their sword fight, which the boy wins, Skur collapses, revealing he's dying from injuries sustained in a battle with the current Dark King. Skur entrusts his sword to the boy and directs him to find a man named Valus in the Dark Kingdom's capital. The boy accepts the mission, intending to become the next Dark King. In the White Kingdom, Queen Iris battles against dark monsters. Using the power of a magical artifact called the Parent Rune, she defeats them, but they revive and attack again. Fuse, the leader of her army, helps her, and together they finally win. Later, in the Black Kingdom's capital, the young boy meets Valus. Valus asks about the boy's sword, and upon learning its previous owner is dead, attacks the boy, thinking he's innocent. That night, a monster named Baal, a winged creature in armor, attacks the White Kingdom. Iris rushes out to face it. Baal destroys buildings, and Elantia, the Elf King, tries to stop him with magic but fails. Expecting his own death, Elantia is saved by Queen Iris, who battles Baal. She struggles, and even though she considers using the Parent Rune, Elantia warns her it's too dangerous. Realizing Iris can't defeat him, a disappointed Baal leaves the battlefield. A few days later, Groza, a powerful young girl, is exploring the Black Kingdom with her guards when they're ambushed by monsters. She fights them off using her extraordinary abilities, but one monster sneakily attacks her from behind. The young boy steps in and slays the monster, saving Groza. She thanks him, and upon learning he's a contender for the Dark Throne, invites him for a chat at a bar. There, Groza suggests he join a competition among potential successors. The prize for becoming the top contender is the mighty black sword, symbolizing the right to be the next Dark Prince. The young boy agrees and heads to the contest after a few days. Before leaving, he speaks with Valus, who can't attend due to royal duties but offers encouragement. At the arena, Groza outlines the rules. Contenders must first defeat monsters, with the winners progressing to the next stage. The final victor will earn the legendary Black Sword. The young boy swiftly wins the first round and moves to the finals against a competitor named Adele. Following a break, they engage in a fierce battle, which the young boy ultimately wins. He's awarded the legendary Black Sword and recognized as the rightful heir to the Dark Throne. Following the tournament, Valus congratulates the young boy on his victory and entrusts him with a crucial task exclusive to the Dark Prince: delivering a letter to the Light Queen. Accompanied by Adele and Groza, the young boy accepts the mission. The next day, Adele and the boy set off for the White Kingdom on a magical ship. Upon arrival, they are greeted by Fuse, a knight who initially shows hostility but is pacified by Adele's persuasive talk. With tensions eased, Adele requests Fuse to escort them to the Queen for delivering the letter from their king. Despite his doubts, Fuse agrees to lead them. The Queen receives them in the letter, which proposes an alliance between the Dark and Light Kingdoms to defeat Baal. Hesitant to trust the Dark King, the Queen asks for time to consider. The following day, at the palace, she questions the young boy about the benefits of the alliance. Convinced by his argument about its advantages and potential to save lives, she agrees to the alliance. This marks the beginning of a united effort by the Kingdoms of Light and Dark to conquer Baal. The day after, the White Queen goes to assist the Black Kingdom. As the Black Army gets ready, Baal unexpectedly shows up, wreaking havoc. Despite their best efforts, the Dark soldiers can't stop him and are defeated. leaving only Valus and Groza standing against Ball. Just then, the Dark King intervenes to save them. The king battles Ball but is outmatched by Ball's strength. In a critical moment, the White Queen arrives, using her magic to help trap Ball in a volcano. Afterwards, Groza is sent by Valus with another letter for the White Queen. The letter proposes continuing their alliance for recovery post-Ball battle. On their return, Adele acts oddly and tries to assassinate the Queen but is stopped by the young boy. However, Fuse misunderstands and arrests the young boy for the attempted murder. Groza, unable to help, goes back alone. In jail, a white cat visits the young boy and turns out to be the Queen, who helps him escape. They vow to work together for a peaceful world. Soon, there's talk of war against the Black Kingdom. Meanwhile, Fuse seeks a remedy to restore the Queen's magic, drained from her fight with Ball. In the Black Kingdom, the young boy trains with Valus and questions him about the looming war with the White Kingdom. Valus expresses his resignation to the situation. Their talk is interrupted by Groza, who brings a royal command to defeat a potentially dangerous monster. The pair set out, defeating weaker monsters until Groza is ambushed by a huge bee-like creature and falls into a deep pit, saved by the young boy. Trapped, they face a massive monster in the pit but ultimately defeat it. Simultaneously, the White Kingdom is under assault by the Black Kingdom's army. The White Queen uses her remaining magic to shield her realm, collapsing from exhaustion. Just in time, Fuse returns with a remedy, restoring the Queen's strength and magic. She quickly counterattacks. During this conflict, the Dark King confronts the White Queen. They exchange words and fight, with the king gaining the upper hand. Back in the Black Kingdom, the young boy battles a resurrected Adele. Winning the duel, Adele reveals it was the Dark King's plan to distract the boy from the war, aiming to assassinate the White Queen. Rushing to the White Kingdom, the young boy finds it's too late. The defeated Queen, unable to overpower the Dark King, triggers the self-destruct of the parent rune, sacrificing herself to trap the king. This act provides the young boy an opportunity to finally defeat the Dark King. And this brings the anime to an end. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss out on another video. Until next time, take care.